Hello, my name is Yodassa Williams. I'm a writer and a storyteller here in Oakland, California. I recently published a book entitled The Goddess Twins, which I'll read from you a little bit later. But I'm going to start off with The Alchemy of Resiliency. Start with 6 large doses of motherfuckers hurting your feelings and ignoring your humanity. Dash in a cup of childhood traumas in resurgence and mix on high. Add 3 heavy flakes of being told you are less than you are. If desired, add some pressure to get over your feelings for another's benefit. Mixture will be piping hot. Set in freezer to cool overnight. In morning, add conversations with people who truly love you to taste. From this base, add 10 tablespoons of remembrance of past emotional victories. Stir in clockwise with a heavy hand. Mixture will begin to thaw as you stir. In a separate bowl, take 4 cups of self-love and mix with sweetened gratitude for all that stands. To this, whip in light and airy dreams of the future, freshly formed. Fold in appreciation for the beauty of the journey and carefully mix this with the original mixture. Once combined, the concoction will sizzle and attempt to separate. This is normal. Allow it to stand for a full day, stirring counterclockwise once each hour. Bake on high at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. Careful not to disturb the cake as it's coming into maturity. Remove and allow to cool in open air of true acceptance. Sprinkle on top your knowledge that you will be okay, that you are bigger and stronger thanks to this experience. Now enjoy your freshly baked resiliency with others. Thank you. This poem is called Serena Williams. Serena Williams is a celestial goddess whose indestructible spirit was formed eons ago from the combined power of 3 imploding moons and the cosmic love emerging from a field of star clouds. Once, when Serena Williams was a young goddess star child, she collected stray asteroids and fashioned them to a belt. Later, after napping, she stretched them out and played intergalactic hula hoop with Venus. But then Saturn got all jealous of how fly the sisters are and decided to steal that belt, and that's the real story of how that planet got its rings. Serena Williams once collected colors across the galaxy by time traveling through the universe's most beautiful eclipses. She cried at the splendor of the shadows of eons of moons and gathered her tears in a crater on a planet that would one day be known as Earth, and that body of water is now called the Pacific Ocean. Serena Williams didn't have to take on human flesh to spend even an inch of the immeasurable length of time she has being dazzlingly excellent to live among us mortals. But she did. And Serena Williams could have chosen to reside in any form as human or in any time in history to grace with her presence, but she chose, in her unquestionable brilliance, to be a young, gifted Black woman here and now on this real planet Earth. And so, we have entered a new chapter in the saga of the all mind, body, and spirit consuming gift that is Serena Williams, in which she is living human history, an athletic warrior who defies all odds with a mere wave of her hand, and whose existence in a strong, beautiful Black female form sends terror to the pillars of the white supremacy clubs everywhere. They shake at how her outfits only amplify the living goddess barely contained by flesh. They bristle at her eyes, at her voice, so assured at how she will not cower to their flimsy power. But we see the God in her too clearly to be distracted by those envious whispers. Are we worthy of Serena Williams? Only the universe knows. Thank you. This is called The Goddess Twins. It's a young adult fantasy novel about identical twins who discover their goddesses when their mother goes missing. So it's really a Black girl magic adventure, and each chapter is told in a different twin's voice. So you get to understand how they are intimately as humans and how they feel about their budding powers, about this mystery, about their mother. And I want to give you a sneak peek into Aurora is kind of reluctant about trying to chase after her mother. Even if I weren't spinning in an ocean of alcohol, I still wouldn't be in a wild state of worry over mother. I know she wouldn't worry for us. I've known that since Arden and I were 7, and we spent a few months living in the Bahamas. My memories of that time are filtered by the bright sheen of sun, sand, and ocean. My mother was performing on a luxury cruise ship. Arden and I practically lived outside near the water. Mother called us beach babies and joked she was going to send us to be raised by mermaids. We had just learned to swim, which opened up a new universe. And while Arden preferred playing in the sand, I was enticed into the clear water and undulating waves. One day, as I was swimming in the ocean, I got lost in the feeling of my body gliding so easily in the water, in rhythms of breast and backstroke. Before I knew it, I was out so far I couldn't see the shore in any direction. The ocean floor became a dark mystery beneath me. In a panic, I forgot how to swim. I splashed like an injured seal, yelling for Arden and Mother, my mouth filled with salt water. The sun blinded me. I was going under. Then suddenly, I felt strong arms wrap around me, lifting me upward, keeping me afloat. Too exhausted to open my eyes, I clung to the warm, curvy body that moved me swiftly through the water. Mother, I thought, who else would save me? Who else would hold me with such care? I knew Mommy would save me, was my final thought before I passed out in her arms. When I came to on the sand, Arden was the only one there. She was frantic, shaking me. Aurora, are you okay? Can you hear me? I nodded, coughing as I sat up. Where's Mom? My throat burned with seawater. I don't know, but are you sure you're okay? Mom, she carried me out, I said. No, it was someone. Arden sputtered. A woman I've never seen before, with long hair and skin so dark it looked like midnight. She pulled you to shore, then disappeared into the water quickly. I couldn't even say a word. I'm just glad you're okay. Arden embraced me tightly, and behind her back, I looked out into the ocean, wondering who had rescued me, because it certainly wasn't my mother. When I needed her, she was focused on her romance with the cruise director. Later, Arden and I found her giggling with him under a canopy. I will never forget how she turned to us and flippantly said, "Oh, you too. You're having fun and staying safe, right? Good." Then she turned back to snuggling the cruise director without waiting for us to respond, because she didn't actually care if we were all right or not. Neither Arden nor I ever told Mother about the near drowning incident. We just agreed that since I was fine, we would move on, but I've never quite moved on. At that moment, I stopped calling Celine anything but Mother. No mommy or mama or mom. They were too soft, too much of a reward. If Celine can't see me and save me when I'm drowning, if she's more concerned with her affairs than her children's lives, she doesn't get to be mommy. Thank you. Once again, my name is Yodassa Williams. Yoda, like the Star Wars character, SSA. You can find me at yodawill.com, my main website, and you can find my book available on all the online bookstores.